March full moon is coming in at hyper speed because change is on the way. We're going to take a look at all the different elements right here, but let's go ahead and talk about this full moon, the red moon, the eclipse, and what it's really about. Now, a lot of you already are aware full moon means clearing, letting things go. It's the cycle, the natural cycle that works with the energetic flow, the universal flow. It goes in and out of our lives. Every month we have this cycle of letting things go. But the eclipse is taking it a little bit further. All right. This is going into our deep subconscious mind. It's bringing up old memories, old things, things that we thought we let go of. All of this old stuff is coming in on an unconscious and a subconscious level. And it is actually going to bring in memories of people. You might be having a lot of dreams right now over the last couple of days. It'll be, look at the entire week. The 13th and 14th is when this full moon is coming in. So a few days before, a few days after, but it even goes much longer and much further than that. That's how significant this is, because it's like the full moon on steroids. It is a big deal of what we have coming in. Now, the red moon associated with March full moon series of 3 is talking about roots, the root chakra, the family you grew up, the deep inner traumas, the deep fears, the deep connections, and even it can be positive or negative. It doesn't have to be just negative, but it's pulling out. This full moon is going deep and it's pulling out all old memories. It's pulling out everything. And if you can use this to your advantage, you can actually use this as the eclipse removes everything. It's gone. It is gone. So the people who have been gone that hurt you, you can finally release. Those of you who felt like you are a scapegoat, you are the black sheep of the family, and watch my my new podcast, Ascending Empaths. I think you empaths, you will like this. But this is actually that final disconnection. Some of you may not even remember things. As we go through, I'm hearing through April. That's what I'm hearing is through April. You'll find that things come in through your dream state and then all of a sudden it lets go. But this is going really deep, and those faded memories are going to pop in. You're going to find yourself not sleeping well, remembering things. A dream woke you up. I had a crazy dream myself the other night, and it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon, and there was a snake. Now I'm not a snake person. I actually have always feared snakes because I saw what they actually represented at a very young age. So I had a deep fear of it, and it was confirmed when I went and saw a shaman about 3 or 4 years ago. And that was a life-changing event all on its own, which I talk about on Ascending Empaths podcast. But this is a green snake representing energy, vibration, all of the good things, prosperity. This one was a happy one. This was little. It was like representing the inner child, the value, what I had lost by being raised in an environment that said, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You don't deserve, right? And a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Put a comment in there if you know what I'm talking about. But this little guy represented joy and prosperity and abundance. It was a completely different dynamic where that self-value is restored. So this full moon is touching in areas that are really deep. They go deep into the roots of your family tree, of your tree of life, your soul's existence, every experience. Some of you may even find you're going through the ascension process where there comes a point you have a life view reflection. That doesn't mean you're going anywhere, but that review happens very quick. It's an entire lifetime scan that your guide will be standing there with you, your guardian, but it will show you all of the good and the bad, everything. How every person, every situation interconnects together in this massive web, much like the narcissist uses a web to manipulate against people. It's the same thing, but this is the good and the bad. and how you're interwoven into different scenarios, even breaking down on the side of the road and somebody comes up to help you, that's part of that situation. So this review that some of you, it will be happening, I'm hearing between March and June. A lot of you will be having this happen, and let us know if you've already experienced what I'm talking about. So, when we're looking at these three combo, it's like a full moon on the steroids, baby. It is going to be hyper speed, and it's not like speed isn't fast enough as it is. It definitely is. But it is going to change things. It's all about change, and that's what the eclipse does. It takes things away, creating change. Now, if you're locked into the traumas, if you're locked into fear, and I know a lot of you are feeling fear, we want to stop watching all of the trash and make sure. My motto is feed the mind, heal the body, grow the soul. Well, you feed the mind with good, healthy information, truth, and authenticity. Then it actually helps you to heal the body, the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, and the spiritual body. Everything about you. And once you do that, your soul grows. It ascends to a higher level. You can see things in every direction. Your intuition is now being triggered to say, open up your heart, and let's see what's going on. Now, I'm going to look at all zodiac signs and give you whatever message is coming through, but I do have more on what I'm talking about. You will find that on my Substack channel. Please subscribe. That's a free newsletter, and there's a paid community with a 30-day program, Reclaim Your Radiance. So that will be up here in the link above. Now, I have programmed this where I will be in the chat, so we can say, hey, if you would like to. I will be open on here. So let's take a look at what's coming for our, I'll go into a lot. There's a lot more that I have to share, but that's a whole separate video. Let's take a look at what's coming in for our Libras, our air signs. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. We're going to take a look at what's coming in for you guys. Now, it's really a time right now to utilize everything that the cosmos, everything is aligning for you, the stars. This isn't about religion. It isn't about politics. It isn't about anything like that. It has everything to do with you. Where you are connected directly to the divine, you have that opportunity to the original creator of you, the one that is inside of you, that captures your inner child. Remember, your inner child is a part of you that remembered everything when you were born, but got erased in time by family, by social, by etc. All of these different methods that we use to keep people in sync, in a rhythm, going to school, getting up at the same time. That inner child is getting ready to come out in our air signs. It is in a lot of zodiac signs, but definitely for you air signs. And this is going to be very, very big. It's really time for our air signs to communicate. Remember, you are of air. And we are now moving into sorry, I'm leaking. I'm out here and the weather is cold and beautiful at the same time. So yeah, the wind. We are moving into this beautiful time where communication is of the utmost important. Whether you communicate through writing, through videos, through public speaking, it doesn't matter. This is taking a leadership role, especially for our Aquarius, all right? So the card that came out for you, Aquarius, is the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card, I know a lot of you know this is about love. This is about two people, divine feminine, divine masculine. But what the divine feminine and divine masculine really represent is your inner divine feminine and divine masculine within. Your logic and your heartfelt feelings and emotions, right? Empathy and no empathy. That's what's actually going on, where we toggle back and forth. You may be an empath. You may be somebody who's highly sensitive in Aquarius. I know you are. I know all air signs are. But this is the opposite, and facing your shadows. Your shadows is learning how to say no. Your shadows is the fears, is the traumas. It's bringing out the dark side in you that was repressed for so long. So all air signs, and definitely you, Aquarius, as we march into this age of Aquarius energy, it is time for you to start communicating, taking the leadership, and helping humanity in whatever way your soul is tugging you to go. Now, when it comes to Libras, yours is about balance, and that's what your sign is represents, balance, universal balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine, but it's balance of everything, all elements. It's balance of everything here on earth and in air. So as we look at air and earth, there's a beautiful harmony. I'm seeing like a symphony. That's the vision that I'm seeing for Libra, symphony, where everybody plays in absolute connection, one after the other, and that rolls and it all ties in together to this beautiful music that brings people to tears, that moves people in a way they take action, they make this changes. You have the High Priestess, Libra. It's time to really tap into your intuition. And intuition, I think I said that before, intuition is what guides us through everything in life. Now, I've been on this channel, I'm approaching 8 years, that'll happen in June, a very long time, helping people break through and become empowered from their own authentic self. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of energy work. That's a lot of work. And now this new community on Substack is all about helping you guys. So as you move forward, Libra, I do invite you to join us over there, because your intuition is the part that makes you agree or disagree with decision making. And we know there's nothing worse than an out of balance Libra, right? It's like you guys don't want to do it. When you become out of balance, you kind of fall in line with others, meaning you'll follow other people just because you want to fit in, or just because whatever reason. It's a subconscious thing that you're doing it. You don't even know you're doing it. But when you follow your intuition, you decide. And the choices that we're making is of two. Either you're going to hold on to the old, or you're going to start this new adventure. So let's take a look at Gemini, because Gemini, this is a big deal for you. This is where the duo within your duo is saying it's time for you to plan and prepare how you're going to present yourself to the world, or make changes if you already know what that is. You may be working in a job that actually is very suitable for you, a job in an industry that is not going to change, because AI is changing everything. It's changing all the job roles. And we're going to talk about that more in this writing on Substack. But what this actually has to do is the duo effect is giving to humanity, not just to you. I'm not saying you're selfish at all. I think a lot of you are very generous. But it's for making sure that it resonates with you, the duo. Again, going right back, and you can see how these cards actually all tie into this one card right here. Your divine masculine, your inner divine feminine. The duo effect, even the mirroring effect, making sure that you are doing what is right for you, coming to the center, because what you're doing as you go forward, and it is going to be a big deal, because the world is changing and there is no stopping the change. The eclipse is saying it's from the roots, it's from the ground up, and it is going to be a big deal. You play a very big part in what's going on. So I hope that helps you. Please leave a comment. Your comments help me to want to continue to do this for you guys. So as we go forward, we're going to take a look at Earth signs. All right, Earth. Virgo. Oh my goodness, Virgo. This is going to be a really big deal for you. And I do feel a lot of fear from some of Virgos. And that's because you like things just so. Everything has to be just so, right? It's like, I like that there, I like that there. Who moved this? Who moved this? Right? I mean, that's really how Virgos run overall in general. That's not a bad thing. It's actually very good, because organization is what we need. We need organized communities. We need organized leaders as we go forward. So when it comes to all of these changes that are going to take place across the globe, it isn't just one country or two. This is everywhere. Virgo, you hold a big, 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 powerful imprint in what is going on. I say imprint for a specific reason. You have the Knight of Swords, all right? You might be co-oping with a Gemini, working with a community where the duo effect is coming in. People who have faced their dark side and their light side. The dark said, you know, that's the hidden fears, the hidden secrets, all of these subconscious, unconscious situations that take place that throw us out of balance, creating disorganization, creating disharmony. And that can hurt a lot of people. So your role in this is to jump on that horse and to take a direction in a very leadership role, as I shared before. But it doesn't have to be the main leader. It doesn't mean you're the public speaker, but you might be the person who's helping to organize the event, organize the setup, sending out emails, finding the people to send out the emails. You're an excellent leader. You really are. When you want to be, you're an excellent leader. And now your spiritual gifts are going to be needed as we go forward to help humanity speak and move into the age of air. So Taurus, please leave a comment. Let us know that you like this. That's what keeps this channel up and going. And I will say that after all zodiac signs. Taurus, you know, with you, you're all about the earth itself, planting, cultivating. And I see a lot of you, it has to do with nutrition. Some of you might be feeling the call, feeling a pull to reevaluate what you're eating, to change the things that you're doing in your family. Prosperity is you. Okay, you are a pentacle in the tarot, and pentacles represent everything on the material plane, everything, including love, including your family, your career, your home, all of these things, but also nutrition. And that's what I'm hearing. A lot of you are planting seeds on how to embody different energies, how to get out there in the world. Now, this may be opening up a shop. This may be opening up a new direction. This may be opening up a career path that is going to help a lot of people. If you've been feeling stuck, Taurus, and I know a lot of you are, and again, swords upside down. The swords in this going down represents no communication. You feel like you've been kind of cut off from people, some of you, and not getting the full effects of speaking up. You might be feeling it in your throat chakra. Okay, feeling a little blocked right here in the throat chakra. You're not really stuck and you have amazing ideas just because you're on earth and you're very earth-bound energy. That's because you work with Mother Gaia. You work with the natural elements of the world. This is a beautiful moment for you to look at sustainability, to look at all of the different aspects that help the earth reproduce, that help people reproduce, whether you're in the energy healing field, the medical field, nature, whatever it is. And I am seeing the word organic, which is another word for authentic. Be yourself and you're going to see the change. Do not fear what has been making you feel like I don't have it, I can't get my mojo back, because you can. And if you've only gone so far and you started in a new direction, you're going to be changing that direction as you go forward. Not all of you will. Okay, we have a choice between two. So let's take a look at Capricorn. You know, at Capricorn, there's just like this hardy energy around Capricorn where you might be the stability in a community, the stability in an organization, whether it's your company or something else. The stability of self-reliance, coming into a place of feeling self-reliance. Look at this. You got two cards, and it's not by chance, right? These cards follow what I'm saying. Your beliefs are changing where you feel like you are the master of your own destiny, where you feel like you have more control over what's going on. Because the change that's taking place right now through this huge epic, and we will not have this energy back again, ever, from this particular moon. This is a very big deal, Capricorn. So you are changing the direction. And because you're making that change, you're going to feel more empowered than you have in a long time. That can be going from a home and losing everything and then turning around and rebuilding it because you took a change. Now the divine comes in and takes away anything that is of no longer value. And here we have the moon coming in and doing it again. And then the eclipse removing everything all over again. So it's a very, very big deal. And you're going to find something exciting for a lot of you who decide not to, who choose not to hold on to fear. You're going to go in a different direction. Remember, this whole ascending journey, ascending soul's journey, is all about you becoming the inner authentic warrior. And that's who you really are. So leave a comment and help keep this channel up and going. Okay, so I know that you want me to come back. Now, when it comes to water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, oh my goodness, goodness. You know, a lot of love is needed right now. The world needs all three of you very much because you represent something absolutely attached to the heart. Well, we're looking at Pisces. There's an energy of Pisces where it's like the heartbreaks that you went through taught you lessons. All of the situations that didn't happen, the relationships that failed, the relationships that succeeded, the family members that betrayed you, broke your heart. All of those times your heart got broken, you got up and you rebuilt your heart. Now it's coming to a place where that heartbreak is turning into a place of absolute power where you're going to help a lot of other people in humanity. That may be going down and helping people, you know, I don't know, opening the doors for the seniors that are walking in a grocery store. It can be anything. It's whatever your soul's purpose is, but it's about giving to humanity from the heart. And that's what I see Pisces is going to do. There's a big amount of, I am hearing the word abundance. Whatever you're moving into, that you start at this particular time. Remember, we're not going to have another time for this. This is picking who you are as you move into this new evolutionary cycle. Pisces, this is beautiful. You're letting go of the deception, okay? The Seven of Swords, the deceit. You've learned your lessons. This is just a repeat of what I said. That's why I don't even want to pull the cards anymore, because it repeats what I say. So this is you pulling in all the lessons learned, and you might be going out there teaching people, don't do this, all right? Especially when it comes to betrayal, deception, the player mentality of the people who dominate around each of us, right? All of us have those kind of people. Whether we choose to participate with them or not is up to each individual. But you know what I'm talking about, because you come from such a huge heart that when you got broken, you said, no, and now you're getting ready to open up again. So it is going to be a really big deal. Leave a comment. Let me know how that resonates with you, or just put a heart there so I know you want me to create more videos. Cancer, you're all about family. You love love. You are in love with love, kind of like a Pisces, kind of like a Scorpio. You guys love love. But there's something beautiful and heartwarming and heartfelt about the Cancer sign right now, where you've gone through big changes on your own all the way up to here, and there is a bit of apprehension. And of course, oh, sorry, I dropped the card. That relates to fear, right? There's a sense of imbalance in a lot of our Cancers, because you want to open up, but not sure if you should. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Maybe. I want to. I want to get back out there. I want a new relationship. I want a new group of friends. I want a new BFF. And a lot of you have withdrawn, or you're afraid to walk away from people that you know are not authentic to you. And they will be the downfall of anybody who holds on to those type of people, because they're going down. All right, those kind of individuals are going down. But you don't want to be one of them, and you don't want to be the excuse that holds them up. So it's coming to inner balance within yourself again, that divine masculine, divine feminine within us. Each of us has the logic and the nurturing and the empathy, or even some lack of empathy, but that's what I see you're walking away from. So it's balancing things out, balancing it out. When you do this, you're going to be feeling much better. You're going to be feeling healthier, more organized, more centered and grounded. Your dreams are going to change. So if you heard me talk in the beginning how I had a dream that was representing something I used to fear, I can't talk, fear years ago, and then this dream came through where it's showing something completely opposite. We go through this whole rebirthing cycle. We become our own parent, and that's what I feel you've done. You may be teaching that, talking about it, telling people about it. And I do see children, so you might even take your beautiful nurturing self, the energy that comes from you, and putting it towards children, opening up a daycare center, talking to families of single parents and helping them get through situations. It is going to be very epic what you are getting ready to do for a lot of you, or expand on what you're already doing. Now, when it comes to Scorpio, wow, Scorpio, you're all about transformation, and hooah, we are definitely going through a transformation. You're the leader in that. And that's what your whole assignment is. And it's time for you to be brave and walk forward and use the strength, inner strength, and say, okay, this is the way we do it. Whether you're already working for a corporation, and if you heard it and you want to watch your sun, moon, and rising, whether you already heard this or not, you may be working for a corporation or even for yourself, but not giving enough to humanity. And there's a balance coming in. And I see Scorpio reaching down and scooping people up. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Okay, but they're asking for it. It's not like you're just throwing it out there for free. Okay, you aren't doing what I'm doing. I do this for free. And it takes a lot of time, right? It's like an equal balance, a back and forth balance, like, two the gas and the brake, right, on the car, where you can, if you do it right, especially if it's a clutch, if you do it right, you'll just kind of sit there. The car doesn't go forward or backwards, it just kind of sits in a neutral position, but yet it can be pushed even by wind. And that's what I feel is coming in for you, where you're going to be very stable, you're going to be very sturdy through this whole thing. Now, if you haven't finished your transformation, this change is going to trigger you to finish it. Okay, it will. This full moon in March is a big one, okay? And it's going into the roots, into the depth, into the dark side. And that's where you master. Some of you may be going through and teaching people how, excuse me, how to master the dark side within themselves. You can do this in any way. Any of your soul purpose you can do in any way that you choose to. I do see the matrix associated to you guys, so this might be diving more into AI for some of you, going into the dark side of the journey, the self-improvement journey, the self-healing journey, the openness, but through an AI technology. All right, so I hope that helps you. Please leave a comment, leave a heart, and let me know that you like me to continue with these videos. So as we go into this last section, which is our fire signs, this is this is all about taking action. The red indicating action, right? And that's who you guys are, as the fire element is red. And if you notice and go to my post right here on YouTube, you can go to my post, and I posted a couple of videos of the sunrise, and I have another one. It was the full moon. I think it was last full moon. It was orange. So I can't wait to get the red one. I'll be posting that. I'll be posting a lot more for you. Point is, the action that you bring is going to be changing other people's lives. And some of you, this is action in powerful stance. This is that well, they're showing me in my vision, I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. All right, let's see what comes through for Aries, and then we'll go through the other sign. But for Aries, I'm seeing the Knight of Wands, that powerful, get on your horse, the warrior stance, but you're doing it from a place of grace and, well, not really grace, but it's really empowered. It's like you're on a quarter horse. You guys know horses, an Arabian. I used to have Arabian horses, but I've ridden quarter horses. They are night and day. They are nothing alike, the two horses. This is you coming into a place of balance and starting something new. Some of you are going to get opportunities that are going to bring in prosperity. Aries, this is that big moment that you've been waiting for. And I know a lot of you already started it. And some of you started this change last year. You may have opened up a business, started in a new corporation, but it didn't manifest. It didn't fully evolve for some of you, and some of you are coming into it. So there's 3 different levels in Aries that I'm seeing. There's some of you who have hit rock bottom and you're climbing the ropes and you're rebuilding. Grab onto the moon, okay? Allow the eclipse to let go of everything and then pull in this beautiful red energy. It is going to ignite you. It's going to set you into this action-oriented, adventurous mode where creativity is going to pop and things are going to change for you. This is opportunities coming in. This is beautiful energy, all right? Working towards something that is going to be very successful, not only for you, but for others around you. Now, when it comes to our Leo, well, that's where the grace of the beauty of the color red comes in. The fire sign is grace. Being very allowable to see people, the beauty from within. It's not the external beauty, which we know a lot of Leos are very beautiful on the outside. But Leo, this is about you really embodying this energy. Remember, the red goes into the root chakra. The red moon is diving in. So it's clearing out this space. Here's the full moon, lighting everything up. And then we've got the eclipse coming in and clearing everything out. Poof, it's gone. And now there's an emptiness and openness. And that red moon is saying, you got to go deeper, pulling it out, and then taking action. Whether that's releasing things or bringing new in, it's going to be a choice if we want to hold on to it or not. I see Leo is saying, I am not holding on to any of it anymore. I am moving forward. Very powerful. Again, representing that Knight of Wands. Now let's see what your card is, because it's very warrior stance, but I don't mean like a battle. Not like that at all. This is overcoming heartbreak. This is opening up your heart chakra, taking action on the things you love, because you are meant to do this. This is all about you saying, if you suffered in any way, if you felt repressed, if you have gone through all of this, let's take action together, and this is how you do it. You're going to be teaching people, you're going to be showing people, you're going to be taking action in some way. And some of you, it will be in a leadership form. You are meant to be on a leadership role. You, as a fire sign, are meant to stand on a podium. All fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sag. You hold the power to stand in front of people, sharing the good news, sharing, let go, utilizing this moon in a very, very good way. And if you're still dealing with a heartbreak, decide whether or not you want to take it with you, because if you don't make the decision, this whole energy, this universal energy, the shift that's coming in will make up your mind for you. So let me know if that makes sense to you, and let's move on to Sagittarius. And join me, by the way, on my Substack. Sag, this is a moment for you to really step into your full power. You know, Sag can be very, very funny. You guys love to laugh. You know, most fire signs do. I think people overall in general do, but with you guys, there's a lot of laughter, a lot of bellying, and I did write that. That is part of what's on my Substack. But you are going to inspire other people to bring joy back into their life. Now, I know that sounds really weird, and you're probably going, no way, I'm a nurse. I don't do that. I help people heal. But you're going to do it with a sidekick of funny, okay? Like a little bit of fun in there, a little bit of tenacity. That's actually funny, and people are going to like that about you. We have the card of justice for you, Sag. Justice, whatever you've been through was for a reason, and you are going to create this movement around you, whether this be with your family or even going beyond your family, okay? This is a movement that is going to stir up emotion, stir up action, orientation from other people around you. They're going to watch and go, hey, look at what Sag is doing. Let's watch it like a soap opera, you know? Let's watch Sag do their thing. And all of a sudden, their lives are going to start to change. You're going to break through to some people, and some of those might be NPC people, people who don't normally even pay attention to what's going on. They just follow the status quo. You're going to be going, and you're going to snap them open through laughter. Maybe thinking of something funny, changing your career. And I do see some of you, this is like a 50-year-old vision, a vision of somebody in their 50s. Now, this could be somebody in their 20s dressed as somebody in their 50s, or actually somebody older. But this is the age approximation where this person is like a stand-up comedian and they are making people laugh. George Carlin is a great example of that, how he took real life situations and turned them into a joke, but they hit home. That's what I see Sagittarius doing. So please leave a comment, put hearts, and let me know that you want me to continue these readings as we move closer to finalizing 8 years on YouTube. Thank you for watching.